Okay, I'm just going to go with it. We'll see. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Sanctus Forum. I am Michael Stewart Robb, better known as Mike, and it is Epiphany here in Germany. It's probably not Epiphany where you are, and whether any of you actually see this on Epiphany, that is the 12th day of Christmas, January 6th, depends on how fast I can actually edit this and get it out. It'd be great if I had it out today, but if not, I'm glad you're watching on another day of the year. I'm in Munich, Germany. We are in the middle of a lockdown because we have high corona cases, so things are pretty quiet here. Not to mention today is a public holiday in Bavaria, so things would be quiet anyway. And looks like we're going to have even tighter restrictions going forward. But this season has been a time for me to look back and think about what's transpired in the past 12 months and what the next 12 months are going to be about. And that's not something I necessarily do at the year's change, but I did it this year, and it's worth doing at other times of the year. Now, I will say here, before I get to the content of what I've discovered and can share with you all, that this is, hooray, the 15th Pensées of 2020. Now, I'm cheating a little bit here because this is actually 2021, but I'm still recording on Epiphany, 12th day of Christmas, so it still feels like I'm a part of the new year and of the old year, and I wanted to get 15. I said that I would try to get 15 in the very first one I did, the one on Dallas Willard, and I will list all of those down below in the description here. You can find them all on the channel, all of the Pensées, and but for ease of use, they'll all be down below, numbered, and you can see where we've gone over the year. I think there's a lot of great stuff in there. Now, actually, Pensées, this sort of me talking to the camera thing, or sometimes with an interview with somebody, these kind of videos that I can do freeform, is one of the things that I've asked myself whether I really should continue doing in 2021. Not because I don't think there's value in it. There is a great deal of value in it. But it does come with a particular cost to my time, and making videos is not the best thing that I do. And so makes me wonder whether I should continue to invest as much time as I have into it going forward. And that's one of the questions that I've asked myself here. But more personally, I've been asking the question, what have I learned in 2020 that I need to carry forward with me into 2021? Because that's not necessarily a given that you learn something and that you actually then hang on to it and keep it as a part of your life. I was talking with a friend the other day, Willard. He's one of the Societas Pauli. You can see that in the Sanctus website, a Lutheran priest. And he did a very similar exercise. He had some really good questions. One of his questions for himself in this time of change was, what would you do if you weren't afraid? It's a good question. I haven't asked myself that, but perhaps that's one for you. But what I learned with respect to my question, what I learned and what I want to carry forward into 2020, is the importance of not taking myself too seriously. I think this is something that is very difficult, even if you know the importance of it, very difficult to achieve, and very difficult in our world because we are constantly encouraged by voices around us, whether they're peers or elders or whether it's media that we consume, that we have to become something important. We have to do really serious work. We should have ambitions, dreams. And what I have learned is that all of that is not as important as it maybe seems that it is, and that we can do a lot of damage to ourselves if we are constantly thinking, well, we need to be doing better things, and we have these dreams, ambitions that we are holding on to. One of the ways that I do this, practice this, is to have something going on in my life that really doesn't contribute much to my larger goals. And I do have goals. Not taking yourself seriously is not incompatible with having goals. So one of the things that I do is I read books, usually fiction books, sometimes nonfiction books that I'm just interested in. And so this year, one of the things that I read was this book, Endurance, by, that's pretty sad. I don't even know the author, Alfred Lansing. It is about Shackleton's journey as a man who in 1915, 1916 wanted to cross Antarctica with dog sleds and got stuck in the Antarctic ice. And yeah, you find that out in the first chapter, and they basically just spend their life stuck in ice there in Antarctica. But just the act of reading it was helpful for me to not take my life too seriously. A lot of times God calls us into periods of our life when we are just concentrating on the basics, when we need to rest, when we need to care for people who are around us, when we need to pay our bills, when we need to do our civic duty, when we need to concentrate on ourselves, on the virtues that are in us and the virtues that are not in us, the vices that are in us, and focus on much more mundane activities, being happy about things that just good things that happen to us every day, whether that's just the weather or the food that we eat or other simple bodily comforts, and that's where we need to live most of the time. And I don't think this means that you can't expect good things to happen or good things to happen through you. I would encourage anybody to use prayer as a means of encouraging more and more good things to happen, because prayer is a way of being of trying to see good things happen on independence on God and things that are outside of our control. So not taking ourselves seriously is not contradictory to hope. And in hope, we are able to anticipate good things, and we are able to, expect them, and we're expecting them through God. And those may not be hopes that are going to happen in our lifetime, that is in our earthly lifetime. They may be things that we have to look towards eternity to see realized. But hope is compatible with patience. Patience is a very, very important virtue, and something that doesn't really go well at all with ambition and with taking ourselves too seriously. So we should strive for patience, but patience is compatible with hope. And hope is also compatible with darkness with times of not knowing, with not really being able to see what's next. And that's something which ambition or taking ourselves too seriously just constantly is fighting against. So I think in 2021, I want to strive to be a person who doesn't take themselves too seriously, who is able to enter into more mundane tasks, into more mundane joys, and be more thankful, and be someone who is more hopeful. And I'd like to put a lot of those, express that a lot more through prayer and expecting God to work. So that's what I have for you. I hope that some of you can perhaps think about that for yourselves, see if that's the sort of thing that perhaps you need to learn for the first time in 2021. But since I'm wrapping up here a little bit, I want to talk a bit about what's coming, what I'm looking forward to for the Sanctus Forum in 2021. What I do know is that we are going to do some more of these in this life book series. There should be another set of three videos about a book. We did a discussion with a friend of mine, and those should come out here in this month, so be looking for those. Subscribe to the channel, and then you can be among the first to know about those sorts of things. Even better, you can subscribe to the Sanctus Institute newsletter. You'll find that on our website. Again, the link will be below that you can look for that. Another thing that I want to do is some more stuff on Dallas Willard. I want to do some more videos in that direction. It was the first video in the Pensées series. So there's some good stuff that I'm involved with respect to Dallas Willard. So look out for that here in the near future. And let's see, I've got a list. Yeah, I already said that. So I guess what's left is to say where I need help for 2021, and that is certainly behind the camera. So if you live in the Munich area and you want to help, you want to be an intern of some sort, or you even are beyond that level, get in contact with us, and that's a place where we really need to help. Now, if you don't live in the Munich area, you can certainly pray for this this need, I guess, that we have. You can also give, and obviously at a certain price, we can pay for people to come and help us. And I think we've got something really good happening. And with the right sort of help and giving, we can continue to build upon that and go forward. But yeah, again, I don't remember things very, very well without little notes. You'll see these in other videos. But I guess I should just say, please pray for this, subscribe, join the newsletter list. Thanks for walking with us in 2020. Again, you'll see the list of the 15 videos we did below, and look forward to what's going to happen this year. So have a great Epiphany, if you're actually watching this on Epiphany, which probably none of you are, but you know, you can remember Epiphany. So thanks, everybody. See you then. Bye. I'm going to just shut this off right here, okay?
Chance to find a heartbeat and keep on dancing, and finally I'm seeing that today is my happiest day.